Hey, MikeCraftin here, and today I'm just going to show off my slash warp NASA here on LichCraft. And so we'll just start it off. We'll go through the front door. Um, Got kind of a welcoming desk, and my American flag NASA seems to love that, so I continue that idea. And then I got my own little custom rocket flag, but I hope that looks like a rocket to the rest of you guys. But that is what it is supposed to be. Um, You enter in through here, and bottom floor is planets I hope to make someday. For sure, the moon. It just depends if I get enough time. But this is Pluto. It's I like to keep them dark because it kind of keeps with the realism of a planet being dark. But yeah, Pluto's nice and dark. Um, and here we got this is the only planet that's not in our solar system. This is called Korat 7b, or I could be pronouncing that wrong. I'm very sure, but it's a really cool planet I love. On one side, it's so close to the sun that it melts and turns into basically evaporated rock, and it blows over to the other side of the planet and rains gravel, and it repeats the process over and over. It's one of my favorite little planets. This is Mars. It's all clay, and it's got some you know high spots and some low spots. Um, Here's the moon. And I got some craters, some little tiny hills, but just a cool little moon. I like to put the Enderman spawner on the moon, so kind of give it the realism look. But and behind the staircase, I got just a cool little display center. This one's kind of just fake science. It's just fake blocks I kind of made up and said, claimed that we pulled them from space or whatnot over time. Here's kind of a description of the basic parts to all my rockets. And this had some armor stands with some astronauts and their information on them, but they despawned for some reason. And we come up the stairs, and I have a kind of a history of all my rockets, which was the main point of this museum in the first place. This was the first rocket I built, just the engine really. And then I started experimenting with some different blocks on it. So this one kind of looked like a daisy, or well, I shouldn't say daisy, but another type of flower. So I called that one the daisy, or maybe this one. I don't remember anymore. It's been so long, but yeah. So it's experimenting with putting blocks on there and what type of blocks I could put on there and where I could put them at. So this side is all basically the same rocket with just different little twists on it. But I this is what kind of thought of as my first like official finished product that actually looks somewhat decent. Still pretty shoddy, but somewhat there. This is the first solid rocket that I could make it look. You can't get rid of the slime and the redstone. So as far as those are stuck there. But everything else, I mean, that looks kind of like what you would expect a rocket to look like. And I moved to the shuttle, and just kind of another design that looks, you know, pretty recognizable. And this was the first step after those rockets where I really started expanding on what a rocket was. Really, it's just four rockets, but it's pretty cool. So I wanted to start working on capsules because people really wanted to ride the rockets and they're standing on top of it, and it just didn't feel it didn't feel right to have them, just standing on top of a rocket riding to space. So um, I designed this one. This is laying down. I don't know why I laid it down. It was just to change up the look, and I kind of regret it now, and maybe I'll go back and fix it later. But this is what the capsule part would look like standing up, and you load into it through to the bottom here, whatever, and that's what you'd see out. And the final rocket in here is this is my big capsule one. This is the one that I shoot up to the space station, and this is the one that launches all the time. I've made a few minor changes to it, but this is how it started, and it hasn't really made any notable changes. And the other side is blank. but I am definitely working to fill those blank spots. Have a couple ideas in the works already, but we'll see how it goes. Uh, Now, this will be going to an underwater submarine lab. It kind of got put on the back burner as well with a lot of my projects have. But here's a cool little laboratory. It's got some storage above, and my I got an office back here. This also kind of got put on the back burner. I should try and finish this up, but kind of a little donation wall and uh, a little meter that's supposed to fill up the higher I go with my donations. Trying to put some Enderman on the moon, some other goals. It comes out to this back pad out here, and this is my main launch pad that we use. This shoots up to the space station. It's not rendering, maybe it will here in a couple minutes, but you just walk out here, and I really wish I would have had it all actually built so you could see how it works, but this will appear in another episode anyways. But there's a little bridge out here, and you load onto the rocket, and we launch up to the space station that's still not loading. But yeah, this is NASA, and you're welcome to visit anytime. I do rocket launches pretty regularly. I've been busy editing and filming and whatnot, but I'll be back on here quite a bit here soon. So here's the quick little view of the space station, but this will be in another video. So anyways, uh, thanks for tuning in, guys, and more to come.